Okay, so this is the second part of my tutorial on tkinter. So we've created a page, we've got a background image on our page. The next thing that I want to do is create a button and do something with the button. So you'll notice I've uncommented this area here. Okay, I've decided to define it as a function because I wanted to, so it's there in my program. So you have some functions built into tkinter in that it's tkinter.button, so it's going to know that you want to create a button. You have to decide what's going to be the writing on the button, okay, and you can choose the font. This might need a little bit of experimentation, especially with this width button, because depending on how long your text is here, you may have to increase the width of your button. Okay, this line here, the pack button, you can set where you would like the button to be positioned on the page. If you leave the pack empty, so those brackets are empty, then it'll just default and put the button at the top of the page. To start with, that will be fine. Okay, so if I've defined a function, I need to run that function, so that's why I've got this line of code here. What Python will do is it'll ignore the def button 1 until you call it down here. Okay, so let's run that and I'll show you what that does. Okay, so there it is, TVG, and I've got a button. It doesn't do anything yet, but I've got a button on my page. You can obviously change the size of that if you want to, and you would adjust the width there. Okay, so you can see that I've added a line, or added to a line of code, this command write slogan. So this is obviously my button on my page, and I now want to actually do something. So when the button is clicked, I want something else to happen. So I've decided that when my button is clicked, I want to write a slogan to appear in a little message box, and you'll see what that does in a minute. So my command equals write slogan, so when the button is clicked, Python is looking for that function. So that function is here, write slogan. So this line of code means that tkinter is going to give me a message box, and it's going to show the information on that message box. Okay, so let's run that and show you what that does. So there's TVG. When I click hello, I have my message box. Obviously you can ask tkinter to do other things, but that's just some basic information of how to set up a page, add a background. So that added the background to our page, as did that bit. We've got a button that's going to do something, and I've called the button on the page. So there was 2 short tutorials, a very brief introduction to tkinter.